What's up, guys? I'm going to break down the fight between Alexander Volkov and Ciryl Gane, which takes place December 7th at UFC 310. Very interesting fight here. These guys have fought each other before in a 5-round affair. Ciryl Gane got the better of Volkov in that one over 5 rounds. And I just think he's going to get this one done again. I think Ciryl Gane's going to win this one by decision. We saw in that fight, Ciryl Gane, he just seemed to have the better footwork, just the better, crisper striking than Volkov in that fight. He seemed to be able to get in and out and land his strikes and kind of avoid the damaging strikes from Volkov. Seemed to be frustrating Volkov throughout the fight. Volkov didn't seem to be able to find his shots other than the leg kicks, and at times just seemed kind of paralyzed against the fence. A little gun shy to throw against the quicker guy in Gane. Gane just had the snappier shots, moved much better. Was just all around a better kickboxer, in my opinion, than Volkov. You think about Volkov, guy's 6'7", has an 80-inch reach, but Gane, he's 6'4", might even be 6'5", moves like a middleweight, and he's also got an 81-inch reach. So he's going to have a 2 to 3 inch height disadvantage, but he's going to have the reach advantage in this fight. 5-pound differential. Gane will be 5 pounds lighter than Volkov, who's put on a lot of weight recently. But I just think that Ciryl Gane has got his number in this one. Volkov's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. We've seen how Gane suffered against Jones's grappling. Again, Jones is a different level than Volkov, but I wish that Volkov would shoot takedowns a little bit more, mix up his grappling. He does have a few submission wins. Like I said, he is a black belt. I don't see him doing that in this fight. I don't see him getting hold of Ciryl Gane, getting him up against the cage or cornering him and shooting for takedowns. So it's going to be a strictly stand-up affair, and I just think Gane's the better striker. He hasn't been as active as I'd like to see. You go through Volkov's record since he lost to Ciryl Gane, beat Marcin Tybura, lost to Tom Aspinall, but Tom Aspinall's the man. TKO'd Rosenstrike, TKO'd Alexander Romanov, really fraud checked him. I love to see that. Beating up Tai Tuivasa on the feet, catching his kicks, got him to the ground. Ezekiel choked him, and then had a very good performance against Sergey Pavlovich, which almost makes me lean towards him in this fight or give him a much better chance. But Sergey Pavlovich is just one of those kind of plodding guys who a lot of power in his strikes, but he just nobody really moves as well as Ciryl Gane. And I'm just not seeing any performances since his last fight against Gane that make me think that he'd be able to do anything differently in this fight, in the rematch with Gane. So Gane lost to Francis Ngannou. That was a very good fight. You could argue that maybe he won 3 rounds to 2, but lost that fight by decision. TKO'd Tai Tuivasa, lost to John Jones, embarrassing defeat. Don't even get me started on that. Then he fought Sergey Spivak, TKO'd him by punches round 2. So, like I said, I just think Gane, he's going to keep it on the feet. He's going to throw his leg kicks. He's going to dance in and out. He's going to throw his punches. Doesn't throw full power on his punches, just kind of pitter-patter sometimes, and then comes in with his full power. Was catching Volkov in that fight. So I just don't see anything different happening here. Volkov has been the more active fighter, but fighting something like Jairzinho Rosenstrike, who's much smaller than him, much less reach, much less height, beats Alexander Romanov, a pure grappler for the most part. Tai Tuivasa, a good striker, but just too small. Not good enough on the feet to get in on Volkov and land punches, and just a very big hole in his grappling game that he exposed. But great performance by Sergey Pavlovich, but I think Ciryl Gane would do the same thing to Sergey Pavlovich. He would just, dance around, land his punches. He's much more of a point striker, especially as he gets up to these elite level fighters. You don't see him really putting anybody out with his punches. I think he can hurt people, but I think he's a very defensively sound fighter, willing to go in there and just land more punches, throw more volume, pull out decisions against people. And I just think that's what's going to happen in this one. Wouldn't be shocked if we saw Volkov just with his activity level, come out with a better game plan, not look so gun-shy. But I just feel like Ciryl Gane's going to kind of do the same thing he did last time. Beat him on the feet, win the rounds, win 2 of the 3 rounds, and get a decision in this one. I would like Volkov to win. Not a huge fan of Ciryl Gane. I feel like he is kind of a boring point striker at times. Likes to sit out, wants to wait for his, call his shots, wait for big fights, not really fight the murderer's row that you see Volkov and Aspen all be doing. So I'd love to see him mix it up a little bit more, maybe shoot takedowns, but I just don't see that happening in this one. I see him just getting pitter-pattered by Ciryl Gane all night on way to a probably unanimous decision loss. Thanks, guys.